see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that hero's not in this game, unfortunately for him. But we see Miracle in the mid lane, kind of a... what's the right word to use? Up and down, I suppose, performance thus far.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's hard to tell if it's individual performance or the team dynamic around his play style. I mean, have you seen anything that would indicate one thing or over the other?
Not in particular. At the very least, I think it's a pretty fair verdict to say he hasn't disappointed, right? Like, he might not have blown people away outside of perhaps one individual game performance, but he hasn't been like it's not like, oh, the reason Shopify are 5 and 7 is that Miracle isn't playing well. Like, I think it's been more of a team issue in terms of like whether it's strategy. In some of the games, I think the drafts have been looking pretty rough for them, and then others just been outplayed primarily in the mid game. Shopify as a team has always been pretty stable in their lanes. They'll generally get through that just fine, and then sometimes just don't really hit the mark afterwards. And in this game, it looks like stable laning phase for them as well. Not looking too bad in any of the lanes, so off to an okay start despite getting that first blood on the Rubik.
So looking at the lineups, do you favor one team over the other?
Almost had that.
I think I don't really have a favorite based on draft. I think I can definitely see what both teams are trying to do. Like, I guess maybe I slightly favor Shopify because the mag is of 4, because I think there's more, the ease of execution is going to be a little bit, it's going to be more challenging for OG to find the fights that they want, I think, with Seb having less gold than DM would have had on the mag, because like, what's their catch? It's a Magnus with a skewer, or it's a Rubik lift, and the mag is not going to have a dagger at any early point.
The one good thing about having support mag is you will be around Juggernaut. Looks like he's going for the Octarine BKB. As BZM, oh, nice lasso, basically disrupting that timber chain. Blast off is going to come as well. Not sure if that even hit, but either way,
oh, and Miracle even has
gets a big kill.
This feels so good. You spend your entire mana pool killing a core, and now you can just regen up and keep going. You can see Miracle is absolutely thrilled.
It's either a picture or he is very stout.
He is very stoic when he plays bat. He puts all of his APM into his hands. That's an interesting fact that people might not know about Miracle. When he's playing, only his hands are moving. Everything else is just completely static. So it looked like a picture, but his fingers were actually all over the place.
The facial animations just take up so many resources, as you would know. Just got to cut that out.
He has played a lot of Dota. He has optimized everything.
Yep, tier 1 tower goes down. Miracle.
Oh, is he actually going to die here? He is.
Cinder and Curse lives on. Miracle can't get to the low ground. And that kill goes to Yuragi.
All right, that rotation from OG paying dividends. Sure, they lose their tower, but getting that Miracle kill for Yuragi is very big. Interesting from Yuragi. He went Cornucopia, but is not going Battle Fury because he has Magnus.
I think he may have changed his mind.
Yeah, because this is not a good value item. Cornucopia is stupidly expensive.
Global silence initiation with the roar and the lasso used all onto BZM. He will die, but that was expensive for Shopify. Let's see if they can get out. As OG have come in numbers, Taiga is just dying from afar. That's some long-range artillery just destroying him.
He ran through a Firefly and Axes. I feel like that was a bit of a blunder.
Gonna have to use his spin, so Shopify getting the better of this situation for sure.
Oh,
now they can pressure this tier 2.
They're not, I mean, they might actually be able to get, they don't have siege creep. I don't think you're getting this right now. DM is setting up shop here. Okay, he's going, if he actually buys this Midas, then I'm, okay, then I don't understand the build anymore. If you go Greaves into Midas on Venno, that's very unusual.
Setting up for the late game or something.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they've changed their mindset and they're like, we're not going to hit the timing that we were aiming for, but it's a little bit of an oddball.
It's really feeding those away, huh?
I wonder how many of them are boars and how many are birds.
Radiant are scanning.
It's a great question.
It's pretty important for determining how many families it can feed. It's a bit more on the boar than on the hawk.
Boars have big litters.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Those javelinas are pretty scary, let me tell you.
Sab?
Did
he got
Miracle?
No, he didn't.
He sees him now. They both flew away. All right.
He actually didn't see him on the way in.
All right. Tier 1 tower mid is going to be taken out. BZM holding the fort on the bot.
Nice tower take there from OG, though. Just getting that mid tower without any fight breaking out. Considering Shopify have all of their ultis, they still just let them have it. Yuragi is progressing at a good pace, and power is very, very helpful for him. So he is staying on top of the net worth, but not by a lot. And the following three are on the Shopify side, all of them reaching some pretty crucial items. Beastmaster with the Overlord soon-to-be pipe. Bad Rider has the Octarine. And Arteezy has, well, here's the Manta Melt.
Looking for a fight. Now that Roche is back up.
Taiga.
So jumps in, looking for Taiga. Global Silence will give them some cover. That's going to be a freebie. Does have buyback if he wants to actually force a fight now. But they are fighting around the old Roche pit.
OG are in a pretty good position here, though, with the Plague Wards and with Timber in front with the Lotus as well as Yuragi.
Yeah.
Oh, Yuragi's just going to go for it.
He definitely want to fight big Omni Slash onto Saber. Like, he's just going to tank it like a man. He's dead. Skewer, set, looking for the RP. Doesn't want to use it on just fly, so faking it out. Last not really connecting on much because of Yuragi. Gets off the spin as well. Lasso up again, this time reserved for Seb. That will be a kill going the way of Shopify. Taiga back in the game as BZM gets ruptured. Lincoln's applied a little bit too late, and he's just going to get bursted down. Seb buys back into the game. Timbersaw will not have that luxury. Miracle looks like he was ruptured, actually, so that was stolen. Trying to walk it off. It's going to be close. Looks like he is going to live. Finally, the RP comes out. It's on Arteezy. Skewered back into the fray, and here comes a nice blast.
Another Manta
He dodged it 2 times in a row. Yuragi and this healing wall getting extremely good value. The third lasso of this fight, and no damage being done to Yuragi. Breeze comes out to heal up Miracle. Looks like he's going to be fine. And finally, Yuragi is brought to his knees. Does have his buyback available if he wants to expend it. Blood right onto 2. Miracle continuing to chase. Another 20 seconds on that lasso. Arteezy and company, they're going to find DM. The Midas. Oh, the bash comes through. So DM is dead. The full team wipe for Shopify.
What a sick fight from them. That was actually incredible. There's so many details in that. So despite the 2 Manta dodges of Yuragi and the Omni Slash solo kill on Saber, like, they're just kiting so well. This moment, true highlight for me. He's ruptured. He's just stutter stepping over the ice crystals, gets glimmered and gets out. And most players here are just like, the fight is over, right? But with these 300 health, he finds so much impact later on in the fight. There's another Manta dodge as you see there, but it's constant flame breaks from range and also other lineup functions. I think there's so much pressure on them.
Hand of Midas, DM is dead. Poison Nova does go off. That is the new Aghanim Scepter. And good news for OG fans that Midas will be on cooldown for a while still. He gets initiated, but he gets off the roar. It's going to be reflected thanks to the Lotus Orb. Omni Slash is there as well. He's going to get bursted. Actually, the roar was stolen and very nicely done onto Miracle. So that leads to 2 cores dead for Shopify. OG trying to turn this back around. They buy back onto DM. Crit, he's on the high ground, will TP out. So they get 2 cores.
Yeah, not bad for Mochi. Oh, yeah.
Will be coming to the other side.
Okay, it's breaking down.
First. And now we're going to have to fight. Miracle runs into the entirety of OG. Has to pop his BKB. Crit, in the meantime, taking a lot of damage. But there's the RP used onto Miracle with the Omni Slash, and that's going to be enough to take him out. Does have buyback. Crit will die as well. I assume both will use their buybacks here. The Nullifier onto Arteezy. Has to be a bit careful. Roar finally comes out, but Saberlight dies shortly after. This is an absolutely horrible fight for Shopify to start things out. They've barely done any damage. Arteezy just trying to fight against the entirety of OG, but it's not going to happen. And he does not have buyback. Fly is dead. They've killed 4 members and forced out 3 buybacks without losing a single member for OG.
Radiant's
they were just there faster.
Under attack.
Shopify were trying to do a mix of TPing down and using the gate, and they were just, you see OG are just set up. They're there with 3 heroes. Miracle runs in. He gets caught immediately. They pop the global. And while this is happening, look, Shopify seeing a key kill or 2 that Jug wasn't part of.
Taiga finds the opening. Crit. Not going to go to the high ground. That's a swift slash from Yuragi, so doesn't need to expend his ult for any of these anymore.
Miracle has the option here of opening on BZM, but no backup, so can't really go for this kill.
Under attack.
He's just going to instantly ninja gear and move to another place. Hexing up the dragon.
Oh, he wants to go for it. There's the lasso to start things out. Refresher, double lasso. You can see the flame break doing so much damage as well because of that 25 talent. But BZM, he's going to be fine. And that is a full refresher used. BZM walks it off.
Oh, that was sick.
Trying to force a fight. Arteezy initiated. I get sheeped and telekinesis, but there's a global silence to try to save him. Getting swift slash for now. Nullifier and BKB. RP from Seb, but he can't really get a good skewer off. And Arteezy still really low, completely segregated from the rest of his team, and he's dead. 95 seconds of no Bloodseeker. And Miracle completely surrounded by members of OG. And he's going to drop as well. No buyback as well. So with that, OG have really opened the door for themselves to potentially finish this game.
If they go straight down mid and they don't second guess themselves, this game is actually over. There's just no way that these three heroes can defend together. So it's a matter of whether OG get cold feet. I doubt they do, though. I don't think they're worried about anything now. Taiga with another aggressive move, almost finding the lift onto Fly here. Uragi's going to go to town.
Yeah, they have nothing to be afraid of.
Oh, there's a buyback on Arteezy now, but...
Okay, he ticked into it. Blast off by crit. He's going to take a double chakram and die. That was quick. He does not have buyback himself. As BZM trying to keep everybody else in play here. The roar reflected again. It just feels like this continues to happen time and time again. Uragi and company ancient skewer instead onto the entirety of Shopify, and they get decimated. And that should do it. As the Ancient completely exposed. More buybacks coming from Shopify. They somehow found the goal on the Miracle as well, as he's trying to have one last-ditch effort to get somebody. He gets DM. Midas, the efficiency center, the efficiency. Miracle doing quite a bit of damage. Uragi has to be a big careful, but he does have the healer is finally destroyed though by the creep. Sticky Bomb comes out. The Ancient's actually going to survive here. Miracle getting on very low HP. The BKB about to dissipate though. Uragi's the one doing the brunt of the damage though, and he can continue on with nothing to fear. Fly looks to be next along with Saberlight. And now the Ancient should be going down surely. Miracle gets RP'd as one last-ditch effort will be in vain. OG take it.
For Void Spirit, TA has extremely high damage. Oh, Miracle needs to be careful here.
Yeah.
All right, he'll be fine now. TA has so much physical damage that she can fight you through your Resonant Pulse Shield, and she can secure CS as well. Just one of the few heroes that has a raw damage advantage against basically every universal hero mid, right? As long as Refraction's running.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting idea. Nice 2v2 lane mid here.
Yeah, but classic old days there, as Arteezy actually getting chased out by DM.
Oh,
Bit of
nice
trouble!
shot.
Seb, beautifully done, just barely clips him. And from the Undying's perspective, Cinderin, are we going to see... First of all, we're going to see Shard, surely. Very cool Shard. But...
I don't know, I think it's going to go Greaves Midas.
Yeah. That's true. You could go the exact same build again. I mean, what kind of build are you expecting from Undying? Is it... I feel like it's one of those heroes that you kind of just buy the same thing that you do as a support, except you just get them faster.
Yeah, I think in this game you don't itemize as a right-click fighter, simply because the core matchups are too rough, right? The Void Spirit and the Bloodseeker can stand up to you and fight back. He does in the backpack. I'm just going to go for Uragi for now, though.
He's going to try to walk it off with that morph.
Just wait for this one.
Yep, he will do just that. Do they actually want to continue to go on? DM pops his ult.
Oh, Crit's here. DM's in trouble now.
Crit getting off the Wukong's command. But the rest of OG have shown up as well. So now Shopify on the run. Lots of back and forth engagements. And all in all, it leads to one kill. And it's just on Fly.
Yeah, they're really bringing the numbers. And I guess that's what their lineup kind of has to do here.
Miracle showing himself.
Taiga's only level 4, so no Fiend Script. Not even remotely close to being available yet. A little bit of a poke from Crit, not going to lead to anything though, but yeah, so OG are effectively combating their weakness. He's a TA game by any means, but he's at least keeping up well in the net worth. And I'm assuming it's still going to be Deso next, which it is, so.
Saberlight, he's going to get shackled to his own familiar, but a nice stun comes out from the other one, and that leaves Saberlight A-okay. And actually Tombstone expended and Flesh Golem. See if Shopify can try to engage here. Trying to go on top of Uragi. He's already at half HP, and he gets decimated. Already out of the game.
Straight into the Monkey King ult with Diffusal. That's only going to end one way.
Now DM's going to TP out.
Taiga's not going to be so lucky here.
And Taiga will be the sacrifice. Could have been a lot worse for OG.
Yeah, but I don't know. You know the Uragi memes, right? With the morph, where it's one of the worst. Visage with Ags is awful.
Well, is this the Cinderin curse? Saberlight is surrounded completely, trying to TP out, but the meld strike is there.
Oh, if he's not getting this. I mean, I said it's a good Axe.
Cinderin curse lives on.
All right, cursing him.
Top tower is under attack.
How much gold did he lose there? He was pretty close to Axe.
I think he lost 250 or 300.
Oh, okay. Still one component away, looks like.
Once that comes up, I would not want to play Bane in this game, though. That's a rough one. Void Spirit plus Visage Ags and Monkey King in trees. It's a tough game for Taiga.
You're a Bane Elemental fan. What is the reason that he's just until this game.
As a result of that, if they just find any meaningful pick, Taiga's very dead right now. The question is if you get any more.
Yeah, Fly able to heal through this, and Taiga, like you said, will be the one to fall instead.
Looks like Yuragi will get out of there, so only that one kill, but again, Shopify with an iron grip on the map, you're not really getting anywhere as Radiant. And the tricky thing is, even if you smoke as 5 and a fight breaks out, you're obviously going to be at an inherent vision disadvantage, and there's no straightforward way of approaching. You need to find some sort of shackle shot into a burst with TA.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's a tough ask when you don't see anything.
It was a longer Roche spawn though, so still another minute, 10 seconds. But I feel like Shopify is just increasing the lead with every minute here.
Team called, we need to contest Roche, but it was just too late. This is a very important moment for OG. They have vision here and they're set up.
Jump, there's a nice shackle onto Arteezy. Remember, he has the Aegis though, as Seb just getting completely demolished. Just like that, it's a 5v4. Still occupying this high ground is OG, but you can see Shopify just wanting to push the lanes the old-fashioned way.
Honestly, wouldn't mind seeing them just full-on ram into mid here. I think with Seb dead, it's a really crucial pick hero for OG that they need to set things up. And, yeah, just go for it. Really, really difficult for OG to deal with this pressure right now.
Yep, there's the fortify. They'll have another one after the tower goes down. Arteezy pretty low, and this is still very early into the Aegis, so maybe they reset a bit for him to hit some creeps.
Looks like it. Hunting DM though. He needs to save his remnant here.
Vision,
Just
no.
Running out of.
He sees him. Unfortunate for DM. It's going to take a while to kill him though, and meanwhile on the other side, Saberlight's going to find Yuragi in the triangle. Although the grip is going to be onto Arteezy, who did fully heal. Looks like that is going to be the death of him. Actually, the Aegis was consumed before that. What in the world? As DM looks to be dead, finally. It takes them a million years, but it's going to cost them a couple core heroes from Shopify.
They killed Arteezy twice in half the time that the others killed him. Oh my god, that Undyne took forever.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, well,
spread a little bit too thin.
6 seconds. But see, that's the other thing, like not taking the Tormentor earlier. Like you're saying it was a quote-unquote bad shard theoretically.
Yeah, it just means the next one's
Get
better.
one, yeah, just get it early so then at 30 minutes you get your second one for free.
Yeah.
Yuragi, they want to go on him again potentially. Rupture is down though. Miracle has the double damage. They see it. Now a Daedalus.
Not big damage here from BZM. I think if you're Shopify, you need to account for TA in the fights. I think if she ever shows, you need to force her out of the fight, either by killing her or just making her retreat. You can't let her freely run around.
Yuragi able to get out of this area. The focus right now is onto Seb, who's extremely low on HP. Finally will drop. And the Crimson Guard popped by DM. And Arteezy just gets melted though. Even though the Wukong's command on his side, the focus is now on Yuragi. Pops the Manta, getting that strength move as high as he can. Aether Remnant back into the arms of Shopify though. And he will die. Does have his buyback though. As Taiga now being pursued. Brit with the slow. You have any backup. Miracle doesn't have a ton of spells to be able to catch up. Only one astral step at the moment.
Don't really feel like Arteezy's getting value out of this Ags so far.
Yeah, that Blood Mist felt like it killed him.
Yeah, I think so too.
But they're already eliminated, so no big deal, right?
Yeah, I think a Butterfly would be really nice this game. You're playing against your TAN Morph. Just get that evasion up, get that EHP increase, and then maybe after that you can maybe get the Ags, but it's always interesting to see it. Not impressed so far with it in this particular
the Lotus is very important. BZM. He's gonna get stun locked. A Boundless Strike as well. Taiga is dead. Good Wukong's command. The Crimson is keeping them alive for the time being. As Seb attempting to get out dodge, everybody's just in this same little area, which means BZM can just go ham. The Sideblade's ripping through everybody. That is a dead Void Spirit to start things out. Saberlight still in that stone form. See the Melt Strike being procced up here, but you can see he was disarmed for a little bit. Was BZM. As Saberlight's still invisible in the tree line, using that terrain to his advantage. Teleportation is fine. So they lose 2, does Shopify. Same with OG, but it's the core on Shopify. That's the... He purchases it every game, it feels like.
It is amazing. It's such a good shot on a support.
Roche up in 13 seconds.
Yuragi's showing
How
himself
close
again.
are we to daytime? It's still a minute 16, so we could be having a repeat of game number 1. Oh, nice boundless strike onto 2. Crit jumps in, gets the Wukong's command. Arteezy trying to focus on the Undying. He does so successfully. Taiga drops as well, so 2 dead very quickly as now the sights are set onto Yuragi. And he is completely surrounded, silenced, and brought down. Big fight for Shopify. Seb has to teleport out. Unluckily for Shopify,
Oh, that's an important nightmare actually on Arteezy there.
yeah, nice shackle onto Saberlight. Oh, actually his familiars get one shot by BZM.
Radiant's bottom
Have
tower
to resummon if he has the opportunity.
Now the shackle.
Maybe they just reset. Yep, crit on the trees. He's gonna get gripped after jumping down of his own accord. Looks like that's gonna be a freebie for OG. But the rupture coming out into BZM. Arteezy with that blood mist trying to rip right through that refraction. He doesn't have the damage though. Finally, they do get the kill. It cost him the Aegis. Buyback available on T. We'll expend it immediately. See the halberd applied to Morphling. Things had quite an effect this game. The Aether Remnant into the Blood Right. Down goes DM. He will buy back now. Looks like Taiga will be caught out. Gets the Nightmare to be able to save himself for the 1 second. Will buy back as well. So every buyback being expended from OG. Can they hold? Shopify, their lead has increased to 25k. See if they attempt to just reset or if they want to continue to fight this. Miracle running out of mana. As Crit able to get off another Wukong's command. He's going to get pushed on the outskirts, but it will stay alive a little bit longer. Finally does drop. Yuragi extremely low on HP. We'll wait for him in. Blood Mist ripping through DM. Yes, he actually heal as a result. Ultra kill Arteezy. You were questioning the Aghanim Scepter, Cinderin. The Blood Mist was enough to keep him alive and win game 2. Will he get the Rampage? He's going in deep.